Okay, guys, I'm in. Luckily enough to be invited into the raid preview, and thankfully, which I'm quite surprised about, Kixeye. 1 second. Did not turn my audio off on the stream there. Apologise about that. Yeah, Kixeye, for some reason, said that we could stream it, which is quite a surprise, but here we are. So let's get stuck in. I imagine I'm called Blackheart, so okay, I'm not called Blackheart. Let's see who's on. So let's see what's going on here. Yeah, so they've allowed us into the raid preview, which is fantastic. These are the draconian strongholds, as you can see on the map here, and it looks like people are already having a whack at them. So let's join this one here. This is actually Price is Wrong, which I believe Price is streaming it right now as well. So hey Price, how's it going, buddy? Wow, that looks intense. But let's go for it. I'm not going to sit here and watch other people. I'm going to have to go myself. Let's go to base. So, what should we use? What should we go for? We could go a bit old school. I mean, with the amount of coin that we've got on there, I mean, I could just be a bit cheeky and build a completely new fleet. And unfortunately, I do not have the chat open. I think my partner's going to go and grab the laptop in a minute so I can see the Twitch chat next to me. But in the meantime, I shall... what should we build, guys? What should we build? Let's build something for this. Let's build something for this momentous occasion. What would I always have wanted to build? There is the Citadel there. Now, as we know, that may not be its finalized stats. But let's take a look at it while we're here. Armor points, 6,988. That's interesting. I mean, remember guys, kick size subject to change on everything, so this could no way be its final stats. Mortar reload, 100%. Remote targeting. Remote targeting. Okay. So I'm assuming that that's remote targeting for mortars. Remote targeting type mortar. Okay guys, so we've got, as someone did discuss on the forums, or at least mention on the forums last week, we do have a hull that can remote target mortars, which is going to be interesting. I mean, a remote targeting range 100%. So let's take a look at. I mean, let's just go and take. I wonder if we've got the new mortar in there. Let's take a look at this. The Judgement Mortar is the title this is going to get.
Here you go.
Range 90.
Here you go.
Okay, we do have. I now have chat as well, guys.
Because I'm amazing.
So my lovely partner's just brought me in her laptop, so I can actually see the chat. Hello, Alex Master 1234. So yeah, this mortar has a range of 90. So at remote targeting range, that's going to take a range of 180, which is much higher than the Mastodon. I believe the Mastodon was a 75% remote targeting boost. My only concern with that is the full time of mortars. I mean, if you picture the full time of mortars, they kind of have that long arc. Now, if they're remote targeting to double the range, then that arc, surely that's just going to increase. The only way you're going to have to, absolute must, run the special that reduces the arc time, that reduces the time of mortars in the air, which is let's go and have a look. Where is it? Projectile speed. There it is there. Now I know that they did it with Explosive System 5 as well. Let's see if we can. I'm not sure if I've collected that yet. There's Explosive System 5. That actually has a 35% buff there. That's definitely the kind of build you're going to want to look at, isn't it? The DPS on these mortars, I mean, hang on, let's continue with the hull for now. So, yeah, let's take that off because I believe it's interfering with the stats of the hull there on the side. Yeah, so remote target and fall off minus 30%. Well, okay, then I may as well shut up because they've already incorporated something into that that's going to reduce that down. Yeah, so we've already got a remote target and fall off of minus 30%. So adding to the stat of that special we just shown, that could be a reduction of 65%, which could actually make this work. Explosive defense 70%. That to me seems a little bit ridiculous. Penetrating defense. Actually, I believe I'm not looking at the real stats to be honest. If that's his defense, because shockwave deflection plus 10,000, which would mean that triggering booms off of launchers is not going to affect this hull. Assault deflection 200, siege deflection 500, so it's definitely a base hitting hull. Combat speed 12, miscellaneous 6,000 tons of cargo. Yeah, I mean that's 6 million tons of cargo. That's a pretty impressive hull overall, actually, and that probably is quite true to its stats. I could probably see those resistances dropping down a little bit, but the fact that it's got no radioactive defense and no ballistic defense is a key that, you know, perhaps that's why those two are so high. But then again, with the shockwave deflection being plus 10,000, then it probably doesn't need radioactive defense, does it? I mean, it's got 5 special slots on it, so you could really go to town in terms of your setup. You could really let's have a look what we could run on something like this. Let's just say, for argument's sake, that we went for. I always get confused. You know when you use Huggy Shipbuilder too long, and then you start looking for stuff in the windows. Yeah, I mean that's not bad. It's going to need that would bring its. I mean that ballistic defense is still pretty low. It's too low, to be fair. I mean, it's combat speed at 21. That's pretty decent for a mortar hull. Bear in mind, mortar hulls are creeper hulls. Its build time is pretty low there. Whether that, I don't know if it's showing a build time for this yet. But 8 days and 19 hours for that it's not too bad for the specials that's on there. I guess you could be cheeky and you could boost the splash up even more. But we'll have a look at this mortar next. Let's have a look at this mortar. So it's got a splash of 17. Which is pretty high, not quite as high as some of the siege missiles, which we know go up to like 20s. Spread of 100, which is okay. I mean, it's pretty high, but if anyone, I'm sure you all know, but spread is basically the area in which the mortar can go off target and move around and stuff. Range is 40 to 90, so you might want to cover that low 40. You know, have a weapon on there that can hit in that range, just in case something comes close and sits on you. 2 salvos. Now I'm quite surprised at the 2 salvos. The damage is ridiculous, let's be fair. 6,100. That's ridiculous. But the reload time there is probably why it's like that. But to be fair, I mean, 6,100 damage spread across a 10-second reload time. Work out the DPS on something like that. It's not actually that high. In fact, I'm not very impressed with that at all. MRVS when countermeasured. That could be the key there. MRV count 3. Damage 1620. Splash 17. Spread 30 to 50. I'm not sure what that means. Perhaps this is some kind of new type of mortar. Perhaps when it's shot down, maybe that's not the end of it. I did hear something about a mortar being shot down and splitting into separate little mortars or something like that. Maybe it's something like that. I generally don't know, but it's not overly impressive at the moment. Let's see. See, I think everyone knows the general direction of where this hull's going to go. You're going to have something to say, like a Punisher or a heavy cruiser sat up front, absorbing damage, and then sat back, you're going to have an Aegis and maybe 3 of these hulls, sat well back at long range with that. I mean, basically you're looking at 180 range on this mortar with the remote targeting, which means the Punisher can be right up front and the fleet can be right sat back, and it kind of fires out the cold snap a little bit as well, because the cold snap's going to have to really kill the Punisher before you could even run. I guess you could even run 2 tanks, like 2 Punishers and 3 of these holes at the back. These holes probably wouldn't even get shot upon, you know. So where we are on weight, I mean, that's not too bad. Let's just say, for example, that we wanted to put something else in there as well. Let's just say we wanted to go for, not the Chaos, where's the other one? The Searing Barrage. Let's put some Searing Barrage on there. Just for fun. But you could, I guess you could put some countermeasures in there. You could, of course, there's many different special options. Armor slots. I mean, to be fair, if this fleet's sitting at the back and dishing out mortars, you could say, what armor does it need? You know, but well, let's put some on there and let's see how we go. I just want to take a rough idea of the weight, really. Yeah, see, I don't think that is a bad. I don't think that's a bad weight, and I don't think that's a bad build time. If you look at that build time there, 16 days and 17 hours. That's a pretty low build time. Compared to some of the stuff we've seen, that's a low build time. Now, like, as I say, you'd probably want to build 3 of these. You'd probably want a tank up front. You may even want an Aegis covering these. You know, so there's options there. But I'm pretty impressed with this hull, I must say. Its damage is labelled as 40,240, which seems odd. But if you calculate the DPS, I mean, obviously each one of these are 10 seconds. So 6,100 divided by 10 times however many mortars are on there, and then factor in the reload of the rank if you get skulled. Yeah, they could become a bit crazy, but I think the problem we're going to have here is, salvos in the air, which is, I think, why you'd want to pair it with something like the Searing Barrage, because that there is 8 salvos, whereas those 4 there are 8 salvos. You know, so you probably want that just as fodder to stop everything from being shot down. So that's interesting. I mean, what we'll do is, I think I'll jump out into the map and hit some of these targets, because we can go and hit these targets that we're all going to be encountering next week, and then we shall take a look at these again later. Or maybe I'll take some suggestions from chat, and in the meantime, let's have some fun. I don't have many whole fleets out at the moment. Actually, I'm in the middle of redoing my dock a little bit, so I took away all of the old holes that I didn't want to refit and just laid out some of the more recent ones, or my more used holes. But anyway, right. So as you can see, they're varying in level. We've got level 40, level 83, level 60, level 65. I'm sure they go up higher than that. 47. Okay, why don't we try a small one and work our way up? How about that? Does that sound good? So let's try level 40, which I could only... So, target intel. This is quite interesting that you get this little pop-up. Draconian Stronghold. Primary damage type, penetrating. Secondary damage type, explosive. Weakness, explosive. Okay, let's go in there and give it a try. So, I don't have explosive damage. I think these are running bypass missiles. They range at 98, so... No, actually, sorry, my mistake there. I'm running blades. I'm running 40 blades. 5 times 8, I don't know. Yeah, 40 blades. So let's see how they go. And obviously this fleet isn't max ranked, but they are pretty good in terms of mortars, because they have 2 hells and I think they have they do have a phalanx as well, but they have basically 10 hells in the fleet, and everyone that knows Cody's knows they're pretty good when it comes to anti-mortars. So they're pretty good at firing stuff down. I see this underwater wall here. I wonder if that means that your subs couldn't drive through that. That would be I don't think that would really change things, would it? But anyway, let's see what this dude's got to say. That is definitely an R10. Who is it that we said on the BB show on Thursday that oh, what are they called? It's not Enforcers. Is it Guardians? Guardians went to R5 but not R10. That looks like an R10 Guardian. I think it was Extreme that said that. He's right. Okay, so Groundhog's on. Can I turn my mic up a little bit? I'm sorry, is the volume low? Let me have a look. I thought I had the settings up max. I'm sorry if it's a little bit low. It's the first. This is actually, guys, this is my first ever BP stream. I've never streamed Battle Parts before. I normally stream via my PS4, and on the PS4 it's very simple. You just click a button on the PS4 and it does it all for you. So my good pal Jeff Price sat me down this evening and ran me through streaming and the software I needed to download, all in preparation for this really. So I did a little test preview prior to this, to getting into the server here, and then this is actually the first one. So if things aren't working as intended, then I do apologise, but I no doubt it'll be something I get better at as I go, because I am on the verge of I'm about to start making a lot more videos again as well. So what is that? Oh, is that rocket turret thingy me jigger? Okay, so that was pretty straightforward, wasn't it? That was a level 43. Let's try level 60 if I can find one. Give ourselves a bit more of a chance. There's a 63 there. Let's go in at the 63 and see what's on that. So it's the same as the last one. I think they're all going to be the same. Penetrating, primary damage type is penetrating, secondary damage type explosive, and its weakness is explosive. So any of you guys that have got Gore Sabers built, the fabled Gore Sabers that went out of date as soon as they came out, they might be pretty good in there actually. You know, rockets, explosive damage, quick run through, could do the trick, just perfect. Failing that, I guess anyone that gets out there and coins himself some of these new ships next week is going to have an easy time in the following raid. But I must say, low build time. I do feel kicks I've listened in recent times with some of the releases, because I feel like build times haven't increased. Like, they're already ridiculously high, don't get me wrong, but they haven't got higher. Normally they get higher every month. If anything, I feel like they are reducing very slightly, which is good. I'm trying to keep up on the chat. Yeah, it looks like they do have cold snaps, but I'm not sure if that's cold snaps Groundhog, or whether it's that new turret that will be available in this raid. And that's a good point actually. I didn't look at that turret. That should be in my base to look at as well. I'll go and check that out in a minute. Yeah, this is the turret here. This is the turret that we showed the picture of it and the name of it on the show on Thursday. And it looks pretty damn cool, doesn't it? You see these little blue rings it's putting around my fleet. Not sure what that is, but I don't think it's good, you know. Never can be good, can it? So this is a 63, which, again, I think is pretty easy. Alright, I've took some damage, but I've not really stopped. I've not really tried to take this carefully, slowly, or sensibly. I've just kind of walked, you know, drove through it just for the purpose of the clip. So, and another hole, depending on the type of sonar we see in here, which I'm not sure about, is Reapers. Now I've got a really old fleet of Reapers actually, and I'll bring them out and we'll see if we can hit some turrets with them. But yeah, I think some Reaper prepping on these buildings here, because it's these buildings that are, it's actually a tactical module, isn't it? That was some more information I think we had last night. Yeah, this is a tactical module. This was information I think the Doom Rooster put on the forum, and that boosts the defense of the turrets. So killing them first, even if you came in with Reapers just to kill these buildings, the buildings that carry the tactical fields, that would probably See, what I don't like is it's not telling me how many points they're worth. Let's just go in and do an 86 and see how badly we die. This dude, he's got the holes. Cheeky bugger. Perhaps we're meant to have the holes, I don't know, but I can't seem to build them. Last test server we were in, we did actually have the ability to build. We did actually have the ability to build the holes. I was in the heavy cruiser preview. Me and Price were in there. I did actually get hit off on his base, I think, which was great. But we weren't in there to test the raid at all. There was nothing to test. We were in there. Oh, it looks like someone's already had a go in here. I'm going to pull out. We were in there for the sole purpose of testing the hole, which was fantastic. And I'm pretty sure I just seen a hole on the map, unless I'm going blind. Let's see if I can find that guy. Slice, level 41 fleet. Right, let's pull this fleet back because I believe Slice has got these holes. Let's have a look. He bloody has as well. How the hell has he got them? Right. That's pretty decent. Whoa. That's not decent actually. That's shite. Let's be fair. That's pretty shite. I don't know what he's got on them, but that did not look very good at all. What I'm gonna do, Lucy, can you message Jeff Price for me? Just check with him if we're meant to be building these holes. Because I can't build mine. Just message him and ask him that. Oh, we've even got some base hitting going on. Let's check this out. I don't know if they were. They didn't look armored, did they? Let's be fair. And he didn't have a ship up front, did he? He didn't have a tank taking the damage. He almost looked like they were made of glass there. Oh, and here we are. Snowman's got them, and Snowman is hitting a base with them. So, but it's a level 17 fleet, so it looks like he has one built. But again, let's have a look at this ship. Let's see if it's worth anything.
Hey, why don't you just use your coin and build them?
But I don't have the blueprint available, is what I'm saying. But it seems other people do here on the map. So could you just check?
Yeah, I've messaged him.
Thank you.
He's streaming as well, so he won't see it.
He may not see it. Yeah. I'm just. I'm not sure if. I'm not sure, guys, if I'm meant to be able to build these holes or not. But I can't. It doesn't show that I can build them at the moment. Unless I try refreshing. See that died. That died very, very, very easily. So either these people are building these wrong, or they're not good. But looking at the stats on them, I would definitely think it was the first. Doomsday Rebel. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll quickly show you the hole again, guys, while we're here, and I'll tell you what, we'll check out that turret again. Right, we'll go back into the hole. If I can see the damn thing. Maybe it's up here somewhere. Where is it?
You do have a blueprint for it.
No, I don't. Where?
Well, if you know the blueprint, you've obviously got it.
No, it just shows on there. It's just if I go into shipyard, it's there.
You can't build it because you've not got enough resources.
No, that's not it. See, it's red. It's red because I haven't got it. You can now select prints of holes you haven't got. Anyway, I better get on. So yeah, so this is the. Let me clear this. That's the bare hole, guys. For anyone that just tuned in, because I did actually show this in the beginning, so let's show it one more time. This is the bare hole. So it's shown armor points 6,988, which is a bit strange. Should just be 7,000. I don't like odd numbers like that, but you know. Mortar reload plus 100%, which is very impressive. Very impressive indeed. Remote targeting plus 100%, which is even more impressive. Remote targeting type mortar. So there you go, guys. We can now retarget with mortars. Remote targeting fall off minus 30%. I'm not fully sure what that stat means at this time. Not fully sure at all, but I can only assume it's something to do with the arc. Explosive defense 70%, penetrating defense 70%, shockwave deflection plus 10,000. So with stats like that, you would think that this thing would be a beast. All you got to do is beef up the other stats. Assault deflection 200, siege deflection 500, combat speed 12, turn speed 10, map speed 90 miles per hour, cargo 6 million, total repair time 1 hour and 56 minutes. Depending on which way you wanted to take the build, you could probably get that armor up very, very high. Let's just shell on some of these and see how we look. So yeah, I mean you can get the armor fairly high, but it's not a high armored hull. Even at that, that's 2 D5 armors and a Reaver armor, and you've only got 17, almost 19k armor, which isn't a lot really. But again, if you all remember the days when Mastodons first come out, all the players basically sat the Mastodons behind and ran a Frosty up front, and then there was a lot of fleets, in fact I had one myself, where you had a Frosty, 2 Mastodons, 2 Hellhounds, and the Hellhounds were your decoys, you know. And I think this fleet's going to run very much the same. You're probably going to see 2 or 3 Citadels sat behind with maybe an Aegis sat with them, you know. Maybe the Aegis is full of anti and the 3 Citadels full of morts, and then maybe a Punisher up front as your tank. I think that's the kind of way this fleet's going to be used. So I don't actually think that these hulls themselves are even designed to take damage. So I think looking at resistances, don't be too put off by that, and don't be too put off by the armor either, because you know once you start calculating any other factors of what the hull's used for, it's pretty irrelevant. I mean, what you really want to be looking at is the mortar reload and splash buff and stuff like that. So. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to make a judgment looking at that, because there's some new elements in the game there that I've never played with before. So I don't know if that's going to be good or bad. What we'll do, let's have a look at this mortar again for all the guys that have just tuned in. So it's going to be titled the Judgement Mortar, which I believe we've already discussed. Now there's some interesting stats here in the special abilities, but I'll get to them in a second. So the weapon type is mortar, the damage type is explosive, and I feel the weight isn't too bad at 550 tons. That's pretty low for a mortar. Splash damage, is 17, spread is 100, range is 409. Range is 4290. Damage is 6,100. 2 salvos with a reload time of 10 seconds. Where it gets interesting is the special abilities, which I don't have a clue what they mean. The MIRV count 3. What the bloody hell does that mean? I don't have a clue. That's not been explained anywhere. So clueless about that. Damage 1,620 on the MR. See at the top line there where it says MIRVs when countermeasured. When countermeasured would mean that this is a reaction that happens when these are countermeasured. Therefore, if you shoot down this salvo, that's when this ability is going to kick in. At least that's how I'm understanding it. That's my guess. So I believe that perhaps when you shoot this shell down, it explodes. Perhaps on the spot it just lands and explodes. That's my guess, and that's going to be a special ability, and its spread is 30 to 50, which is 1.5 to 2.5 land tiles. Yeah, see, MIRV is like what Halos and Brimstones do, I think. That's what Mistbreaker has just put in the chat. Well, thank you, Mistbreaker, because I'm not fully sure about this. So if that is what it is, then that's great. Basically, when you say Brimstones and Halos, you mean a missile goes up and then splits off. And if that's what these do, then that's great, because they're only 2 salvos. That's going to be pretty easy to counter. Multiple independently targetable. Right. Doomsday Rebels actually got a good explanation there, according to the Google machine. Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can only assume that this is going to split up into shells. So basically, if you countermeasure this, if you shoot this down, it's going to get worse for you. That's what's funny about this mortar. So if you've got guards that have got hells on, if you've got bombard turrets in your base, you might want to get rid of them. Okay, because that's what it's looking like. If you shoot this down, it's gonna get quite tough on you. That's the impression I get. The damage is very high, but the reload is low. But instantly that reload drops to 5 seconds, doesn't it? With a mortar reload plus 100%. So straight away we're at 5 seconds. That's a DPS of over 1,000 per second on one mortar. Now at that weight, you could probably put all mortars on this hull. So you could have 8. So you could probably be looking at 10,000 damage per second per hull on just the mortar alone, without calculating in the special ability, which is impressive. It's enough to take down most turrets in one volley. Add in splash, you're taking down several turrets at once. So that's a very, very impressive weapon at the moment. But to me, it feels like it's the kind of weapon that you're going to have to put a lot of thought into. It's not something that you're just going to shove on a hull and do well with. I think this is more for the thinkers out there and the fleet builders. I'm just going to be really interested to see how people put that out. Let's see if these turrets are out. Let's see if I can get access to these turrets. I don't know if it works the same as it does with ships. No.
There was in the second one.
No, it's not there.
Yes, it has the next one.
No, that's not. That's something I've got that I can't build again. So sadly, I can't show you that turret, and I don't think I can get up any raid information either. No, I can't get up anything. So sorry about that, guys. Right, let's take some suggestions from the chat. I've got some fleets here. I've got other fleets, don't get me wrong. I've got other fleets, but there's a lot of fleets I wasn't happy with, and I decided to just pull them all off of pull them all off of here so I could stop thinking about having to worry about refitting them. So these are my main fleets. These are the fleets I'm using, and that's it. So let's, for the purpose of a video, build a fleet. Let's build a fleet for those 85s. So come on, guys, make some suggestions. I'm going to the shipyard. I'm selecting hulls. Don't get too technical for me. Some I got, some I don't. Let's try. So they say that they have their weakness is explosive defense. So I've got a crazy idea. Let's build some Nova Storms and try explosive defense. How cool does that sound? Right, let's do that. Okay, let's try explosive defense. Assyrian barrage mortar. Okay. Let's go mental with explosive damage. This is one hull I always wanted to build and never did, because mortars have been dead in the water for such a long time that it hardly seemed worth it. You know, it hardly seemed even a point of doing so. But things could be different now. Let's give it a go. Just wish I had explosive system 5 to put on there. That would change things up. Let's go for speed 5. Forget the armors for now. Nice bit of damage in this. Splash plus 50. Yeah, the splash built into this is... I can't see it. Where is it? 15.85. Right. Okay. Let's put on... suggestions, guys. Yeah, that's what I said, Groundhog. Tank lead ship, which I think then the best tank in the game at the moment is the Punisher, by far. So that's pretty much undisputed. And second to that, if you don't have a heavy cruiser, a Punisher, a heavy cruiser. Heavy cruiser is a pretty decent tank. How about we try incendiary shells? But do these already have incendiary built into them? No. Let's put some evade and radioactive on there, because do these suffer from... No, they don't have too bad radioactive, actually. Let's just go for something standard. And... God, you know what? It has been that long since I've built a mortar hull. I almost feel clueless. Siege battery to fend off APOC mortars on them. Yeah, possibly. But if you've got a tank up front, Groundhog, then you're not gonna need to fend off APOC mortars. Well, your tank's going to need to, but your back turrets aren't. The only way people would get around that is if they oh, what am I doing here? I'm trying to focus on this. I don't know what to put on a damn thing. Oh, that was what I was going to put on. There we go. And let's just shove on some standard armor. 2-5. Where's its resistances? Stun, ballistic, explosive, penetrating, radioactive. That'll do me. It's amazing what you can fit on boats now with the new weights in place. It's a real change. But I'm only building this. Sugar, my cat's just jumped up here. I'm only building this for the purpose of testing explosive damage against these bases. That's what we're going to do here. If these fleets can even handle that. If these hulls can even handle that. So don't judge me on the build here, guys. Is what I'm saying. Where is it? There we are. God, wouldn't it be nice if BP was like this all the time? Hey? Just click build. Yeah, I used to play like that once upon a time. Right, let's close that. So let's go fleets. Do you know, I think I actually did have a Dante built, but never mind.
Dante.
Where are we? Where's it gone? I have a cat trying to chase my mouse at the moment, which is really annoying. The mouse arrow on the screen, it seems to think it's a game to chase that, so that's doing my head in. Right. Yeah, I do have it there. I do have one built from ages ago when they first come out. Right. I wonder if I should even waste time ranking these. I don't think so. Right, let's take them out for a spin. God, seems weird to be going around with mortars again. This is going to be quite fun, actually. Right, let's go to... Oh, I don't know where should we jump into an 85 or where should we should try something else. Let's try a 65. So it's weak to explosive damage, apparently. I've got a cat trying to kill me right now, which is great. Good for viewing. Right. It seems that we've got, is that 238 live viewers right now, which is fantastic, guys. So thanks all for tuning in. Yeah, that's great. Thank you all for coming out. It's a bit of a rush job to get this together, so I'm going to regret not putting anti-mortars on there, aren't I? I'm going to really regret that. Anyway, let's give it a go. This reminds me of like the old DNX days. I miss those days. I remember the 40 shot Q fleet and Siege B fleet, Jesus. Those were the ones. Give them a go. I should have put on the projectile speed one, shouldn't I? Let's be fair. Anyway. Well, that is shite. That is pretty bad. The damage I'm taking there, but, you know, it's an old hull. I can probably not put very good specials on it. And I'm not too happy with that. No, not at all. So that explosive damage, I mean, they may be weak to explosive damage, but That doesn't necessarily mean it's the best way to go. Maybe when you've got Citadels, I think that would probably be the best way to go. But it's not the best way to go just now. Robot, I'm coming for you. Bring it. Right. Fun started in there already. That's the comms I was just reading out there. Right. That was pretty shite. Excuse my French, but it was. So I'm going to retreat out of here. And we're going to try something different. I mean, I want to really give these bases a crack because I want to. Old hole hell, that is better. No, I'm trying to keep up on the chat, guys, but I do apologise. I can't catch all of it, but I'll do my best. I mean, I think if you've got quite recent holes, then you're going to do well in these in this raid. Because they don't look that bad. In all fairness, like nothing I've seen so far makes me think, oh wow, that can't be done. You know, that's impossible. Let me go back into base. Yeah, you're probably right there, Missbreaker. You're probably right. I've got a cat literally looking like it's going to kill me right now. Anyway. What fleet do we... Let's try... Yeah, we could... Let's try launchers. Let's see how launchers fare in these bases. Just for the purpose of trying launchers. You know, let's see if they hold their weight. No, this is quite an old fleet as well. It's not a new fleet. So it's not exactly kitted up with the most modest of comms. Let's try it. Let's try it in a 63. Oh, is that the robot? I'm not sure. Is that robot getting hit there? I want to pop my bubble. I want to pop my bubble and let people hit me. Because I'm actually running a pretty good base design at the moment. It was given to me by a friend of BV. Good friend of David Cook. Thank you for the base design. It's been running very well. So, might see if we can get some base in action. But I don't want to waste my time in there. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to spend my time in there hitting bases because that can be done anytime. Well, I think that Missbreaker. I think there are 10 Guardians. To me, they look like R10 Guardians. The problem is there's no symbol above them that says that, so it's guesswork, isn't it? But it also looks like there's different types of targets, because I'm sure I hit a 63 a minute ago that wasn't like this. But yeah, I mean that is definitely a Guardian, and it's taken the blue colorings. So that to me would suggest to me that is an R10 Guardian, which could be interesting. I mean, does that mean that we're going to get R10 Guardians coming to us? And if so, are they going to have remote targeting? Because that would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? To have a remote targeting Guardian. So that will be interesting to see. Like it picked up a special ability at R10 to have, say, remote targeting 75%. Because we only have 2 holes in the game that are remote targeting for missiles. So you would think that we would see the Citadel won't be the only hole we see for remote targeting for mortars. See, I think that's pretty effective overall. And notice that turret did cut out the ability of my Frosty there. I don't know if you caught that, but it did actually shut down my Frosty's ability for a second, and it's just done it again. Notice my my rings disappeared. That's cold snaps. That is definitely cold snaps.
Need to move.
I better get and make a little run here because I'm just taking some damage. But yeah, that's definitely cold snaps hitting me. I'm probably not piloting the best here, guys, but I am trying to talk and move at the same time. What I'm saying is I can't multitask. So that was actually quite a lot of damage there. They worked well, but that was a lot of damage. I feel a lot of damage. More damage than I would like. So let's test out another theory. The other theory of mine that I had earlier when I was talking in the stream was if I see J-Boy's up in here again. He's at it. I wonder if he has got the new holes. Last time I was in the test server, J-Boy smashed my base with the heavy cruisers, and then I failed in his with heavy cruisers, and I wasn't impressed. I missed it. Oh well. Right. Mast, proto mast, Rhino, Zoe Rhino. Yeah, okay, yeah, there is, but I mean, the Hellstar is more of like, I don't count the Hellstar, and I guess I didn't take into consideration the variations of Rhino and Mastodon. So yeah, I guess there is, you're right there. You're right there, Silent. There is 5, but for me there's 2. Oh shit, I didn't mean to click relaunch. Oh, you bugger. What we're going to do when I get a chance here. Ah, there's Jeff. Hello, Jeff. Is I'm going to what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out some Reapers. Now my Reapers, guys, don't laugh, are very, very old. They have a very, very old build on them, so they're not necessarily the toughest. Morning, Big B. Big B 74. Interesting. They're not necessarily the toughest of holes. They're very, very old. I used to use them for prepping bases back in the good old days. So before Kicks, I decided to mess around with Reapers. So let's chuck them in anyway. Let's go and see if we can prep out some turrets for free. Probably very unlikely, but it's worth a go, isn't it? So I have no road crews, which is fantastic, because I should be full. Anyway, right. Yes, they are downpour Reapers, these ones. I believe they are anyway. So let's go in at the deep end. Let's go and hit a 63. They're running very small amounts of weapons, in all fairness. So if this does work, I'm not sure if it is downpours or deluge. I'll take a look. Okay, so someone's just told me in the chat there that I can build citadels. I just need to, maybe I need to refresh. So guys, what I'm going to do in a minute is, after we've tested this theory, is I'm going to refresh, and we're going to see if we can build some citadels. How does that sound? Right, let's give this a whirl. Right, first things first. It's dead. Right, first things first is dead. No, let's go up here then. Let's go up this way. And let's see what we can do. In fact, it'll be quicker to retreat from this. Where am I? Where is my little boats? My little beautiful boats. And there is a very interesting alliance name in here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, very interesting. Oh, I need to pop my bubble so these guys come hit me. Well, I will refresh in a minute, so thanks for the heads up on that, Frankenstein. Thanks for the heads up on that. Right, let's see if these work. So, firstly, let's stop them in their tracks. Then, let's send them in. So that is a cold snap there. Right, let's see if we can prep them. Now, sensibly, you would probably want to prep out this purple building first. But for the purpose of the video, let's just try and see if we can do this. So some mortars are firing there, but that probably is because I wasn't under. Okay, so they've got draconian coaxials, which are pretty impressive. I've yet to get a weapon through. There's one that missed. Right. Right. I don't know if that's a viable option or not. I mean, you could probably take 10 years doing this. But if you had enough, if these were fully ranked, for example, and perhaps you had enough in the air, you could maybe do this. I know that some players, they're running like things like launcher zombie Reapers. That would work. if, for example, if these had launchers on them, and just as I surfaced, I got off one volley of antipodes, I would take out all of those turrets there, and I could just go back into my base, repair for a second or two, you know, and come back out and do it again, and clean the base down totally. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd probably have to come in several times, but basically with zombie reapers, I could take that section out on the first fleet, that section on the second fleet, that one on, you know what I mean? So it wouldn't, maybe I shouldn't have said that on there, but that's a viable way of doing this. For those of you that have that luxury. Yeah, Cobra Scattergrounds on Tigers are good. Very good. Right, what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to refresh, and my page is going off here. Let me close that. Let's refresh this and see what happens. Do apologise. Let's just see if we can get these citadels. Because if we can, then we can build these and test these, and all this stuff that we were speculating a minute ago, we can actually test out for sure. And I see we've got a fair amount of viewers now, which is fantastic. One of my fleets is in the battle. No, I don't care. That's just the Reapers. Let's go full screen and let's see if we can build them. I hope we bloody can. And let's have a look. Well, I don't see them. They're not there on my screen in terms of prints I've got, but let's just drop in the shipyard, clear, select all, blueprint deck. Perhaps, no citadels for me. What I'll do is I'll drop Jeff a message. See what Jeff says, because I think I had that problem before in the last server, and I messaged Jeff and he dropped a message to someone and we were away. So perhaps it's just going to be that simple. Perhaps he just needs to pass on a number somewhere. Anyway, so they were crap. They were completely crap. Not the first time I've coined a fleet and it's not worked. Launchers weren't so good either. I thought that they did okay, actually. I thought that they did okay. I'll tell you what fleet I don't have built is I don't have carriers. So should we try carriers? Probably need to rank them as well, which is going to take a while. Check under limited. Clear cache. Yeah, I appreciate that. No, I don't have. Anyway, there's the Citadel there. For anyone watching, that Groundhog that said check unlimited, it is there. It's just shown in red, which means unfortunately I can't build it. But so be it. So be it. Right, Draconian Carrier. Let's have a go. Blueprint tech. Let's put in speed 5. Let's put in that beautiful little thing there. Let's put in the new one. Where is the new one? I'm sure I've got it. I'm not sure if I need that on this fleet or not. I'm sure someone said to me you don't need that with the new UAV. We'll go for some evade. And we will go for some resistance. Let's just make it basic. Nothing too fancy around here. Nothing too fancy. We'll just show on some evade. Evade. Nothing too fancy. There we go. And We better put some countermeasures on here. Looking at those crazy mortars in there. So let's put on a couple of these. I think high explosive defense is going to be key, especially for the amount of mortars and stuff in the air. Yeah, I guess siege battery is an option here. I'll have a look at that in a sec. Mist breaker. Yeah, I'll put a Punisher. I will put a Punisher tank, and I'll run some of these behind. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll try and keep up with the chat. Just bear with me. Siege battery. So, okay, let's put on siege battery. Do you know, I used to be such a big fan of siege battery, and then I kind of felt like it was made a bit redundant, you know. Okay, siege battery on. I wonder what this new UAV is going to be like. The one that's coming in the that's coming in the new Forsaken missions. I hope they get this one right. Where are you? Do you know what? Isn't it nice in Huggies when you can just click the weapon and then it goes into every slot? Like, isn't this such a pain doing this? It does my head in. It has to be the most dullest thing in the game. Right, we're looking a bit heavy. We're a bit weighty right now, but I think we better rank these as well. Yeah, we're a bit weighty. Let's do it. We'll drop this fleet in there as well. So we're going to build a few of these and see how they run. See what happens. Looking good, looking good. We're going to get a bit heavy, but we'll get there. Oh, we should stop doing that. Do you know, sadly, I don't have an Aegis, because what I would actually do here is I would put an Aegis here, and I would have 3 of these. And I don't have that luxury. I only have a Harlock Aegis, and it's in my base guard. Sadly. Because they're a pretty vital little ship these days, aren't they? Let's get this one refitted. So this is going to be the tank. So let's get it looking strong. What have we got? What's the combat speed of my other dudes? I'm pretty sure they're the same, these guys. I'm just going to put... Yeah, I do have a bubble at the moment. You start in a bubble in the test server. I'm going to drop that bubble in a minute. Just trying to get this tank sorted out. I had this build figured out, you know. I had an idea, a build layout for it. But it wasn't using carriers, it was using Zoe's Rhinos. Yeah, I'm just checking out the chat here. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Fallout Doomsday Rebel. I've not really tried it a great deal. I have it, I'm just not really used it much. What else can we put on this to give it a little bit more kick? I think a Vade upgrade could be good. Let's have a look. 76% before armor's applied. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just going to put on some shitty weapons really, because I'm actually going to put on a lot of anti on this. And the reason for that is because it's going to be running up front. I'm just going to put some standard hells on it. Over it. I'll put some phalanx on there as well. I don't know, I'll put some tridents on too maybe. Alright guys, don't judge me on the builds, because this is just me trying to get this done fast. And the reason I'm trying to get this done fast is so you don't spend all your time Sarah watching me build. Okay, so we're starting to look a bit like a fleet now. I'm going to have to put on something that attacks, just to give it that motivation to move forward. That'll keep me happy. That'll keep me happy. What kind of room do we have left in there? We have 6,000, 5,600 tons left. Now, of course, ideally, that would be a slot for an Aegis, but since I don't have an Aegis to put in there, I'm just going to put something else in there. What did I say? 5,000. It's about 5,500 tons. I think I have spare. Let's see what we can bring this down to. Okay, that's a bit silly. Just pretend, for the sake of watching, that that is an Aegis. There's the Aegis right there. Amazing, right? Better rank that up a little. See how hard I work at ranking. Just such a hard ranker. Okay. That's how champions rank. Sorry guys for keeping you waiting here, but I don't know. We've got to experiment. We've got to experiment on this and try and figure out what's going to be the best kind of ship design. I mean, at least it kind of gives you guys an insight into what's happening during the raid next week and where we're going to go with this. Got 252 watching now, which is fantastic, guys. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Yeah, that's true, Doomsday Rebel. That is true. I mean, the thing is, if I'm tanking up front with the Punisher, then I may not lose that debuff too frequently. That's another key thing to watch though as well. Is for those of you that rely on Aegis, you may not be able to rely on it in this raid because as you've seen when I went in with the Frosty there, it was getting closed off, my special ability, so you may not be able to rely on that. You might have to be a bit smarter this raid. You might have to go in with fleets that aren't dependent on Aegis. I think clever tactics like sniping and missiles and retargeting and long range sniping, anything that can pluck away at things, instant repair, sea wolves, you know, anything that can just run in and get shot off. Instant repair, Reapers, as I said earlier, is probably a very instant repair launcher Reapers, or instant repair launcher, sorry, not instant repair, zombied Reapers and zombied Kudas carrying antipodes. That's going to be a very viable option for those that have the luxury of having that fleet available to them. And I am going to have to go and grab myself a drink in a second, guys, I hope you don't mind. Kind of rushed into this. We don't really need to rank the flag, do we? But we better rank it a little bit. just to give it some reload on its antis. So let's get that done as well. Give us the most fighting chance we could get, eh? The most fighting chance we could get. Yeah, splash, yeah. I mean, there's some great comments and information coming through the chat there, guys, and I just wish I could sit and read all of it while I'm doing this, but I can only sort of glance over here and there. But feel free to PM me, anyone. I mean, if I miss something and you guys want to hit me up after the stream, I always enjoy to talk BP. Right, let's give this a go. I don't have this fleet built, and it was kind of something that I was looking to build soon. Well, not this exact fleet, but something similar to it. Let's see how this fleet can do. I've probably built the tank all wrong, to be fair. But right, this is at 85, a draconian stronghold. Damage type. His primary damage type is penetrating, his secondary damage type is explosive, and his weakness is explosive. Let's see how sharp this fleet really is. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Right. Okay, this looks interesting. I think what we'll do is we'll park our bottoms up here and we will get to work. I kind of, do you know, with the tank lead Punisher, I kind of want to make it ballistic still, like even just put some of those railguns on there. Right, is that enough of a gap? I think that's enough of a gap. That's too much of a gap, especially when the things that fast. Need to slow that down. See, they still get through, don't they? They still get through those salvos. I see, honestly, it would probably be much smarter to go up the way. I just wanted to get rid of these bloody mastodons because they seem to be hurting a lot more than they normally would. Whatever's on them, they've got bloody high UAV defense. Yes, they are a little bit ouch. I mean, that's a lot of damage for an 86, isn't it? A lot of damage. Don't get me wrong, I mean, this fleet's just been slapped together in about 2 minutes, but... Yeah, sub-prepping could be a thing, yeah. I've seen that, but I almost feel like I'm going to be in bad shape for this raid at the look of it. That's the impression I'm getting. I mean, how much armor is on these things? I was killing them much faster with blades, much faster. It might just be a case of rhinos is the way to go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, very high explosive defense. Obviously, you can see the purple flag there. That's basically a tank module that gives all of these turrets higher defense resistances. So taking out those buildings is pretty key. See, the carriers are about to die here, which is painful to watch. Not that I'm piloting the greatest, but you know, you would expect that fleet to hold up a bit longer than that, or a bit better than that. You know, it is pretty disappointing, to be fair. Just gonna sit that in there and let it die. So yeah, that was a surprise actually. That was a surprise. That was a surprise. Okay. Right. Yeah, it does look hard. It does look hard, but I'm sure that there's tactics you can employ. You can do stuff here. Yeah, it was disappointing, but I don't think that's the best fleet for them. In all fairness, I don't think that's the best way to hit these. I'm going to drop my bubble a minute, guys, because I feel like getting hit. That might sound a bit crazy, but I like to get hit. So let me drop my bubble. I'm going to have to go and get a drink in a minute. Been streaming for a good bit of time now, and I forgot to bring a drink over when I started, which is a bit nuts. What we'll do, guys, is in a sec I'm going to go and get myself a drink, and then when I come back, you guys in the chat, I'd like you to suggest to me. I'm not going to hit this base, guys, because I actually don't. I don't really care, and it doesn't look that good, to be honest. I just done that. I just dropped my bubble there, so someone might hit me. I kind of fancy being hit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab myself a drink, and I'm going to leave it on my base for you a second. I'll literally be a minute max. You might get to see someone hit my base while I'm gone, and when I come back, I want you guys to suggest to me in the chat, right? Everyone who's watching, say a fleet in the chat, and once you say the fleet, I'm going to go into the base and I'm going to build it. So I'll build the fleet that suggested the most, and yeah, and we'll have some fun. We'll build the fleet that you guys suggest, and we'll go back out and we'll try something in these. We'll try something in these bases, okay? Right. And if I get hit, you guys pray for me, all right? I'll be back in 2 seconds. Sorry to keep you waiting there, guys. I'm back now. Do apologise about that. Right, let's check out the chat. Bear in mind, the chat is a little bit delayed to me streaming. Tigers. Citadels, yeah, cheers, Frank. I would love to build Citadels, but mine aren't working. Let's see if Jeff's got back to me on that. You need to kill an 85 stronghold to unlock them. Guess who's just realised he's an idiot? Me. Right, let's go and kill an 85 stronghold and unlock these bloody boats, and let's go and have a laugh. Hey? Right, let's do it. Where was that 85 stronghold I was in, Jesus? Let's get back to it. So basically, Jeff just messaged me saying I have to kill a level 85 stronghold to unlock these boats. So, me being a prat, haven't done that yet because I've been busy messing around. 85 stronghold. Is there 85 strongholds? Because I can't see one. Let's see if Jeff can. Pretty sure that is what he means. Jeff is also streaming right now. I'm sure all you guys have seen Jeff stream, so if you guys want to check him out, you know, I'm sure you know where his channel is. He is streaming as well at this current time. Great streamer, Jeff. 85? Where is this so-called 85? Because I'm just seeing there's an 83, 67. Where is this 85? Where was the one I was in a minute ago? I'm sure I was just in an 85. There's an 85 there, but obviously that's a weekly target, so that's not it. There's an 83. I guess that's just going to have to do. And someone's going to probably come and snipe me out and make me feel great. Oh, Medusa!
Use the locator.
Yeah, does the locator work for that?
Obviously.
No. There's nothing there. It's not going to work. I wonder if I can joint battle with him. I don't know. Let's watch him anyway. Here we go, guys. You're going to get a chance to see these holes in action. God knows why they're not exploiting this remote targeting and they're just running a fleet like that. I really don't know. But these ones at least look like they're built a bit better. Oh, God.
Can you hurt him? Kill an 85 and build it?
I'll find an 85 first.
Why not?
Well, he's going to kill that for sure. I wonder if I can just sneak in there. Go joint attack and unlock it too. Oh, someone else has already bloody done it. Such an idiot. Right, as soon as I find an 85, we're going to unlock these holes, or an 80. I don't know if it's an 85 or 83. There we go. Forsaken Mission Stronghold. Oh, God. Okay, guys. Forget this, me being silly. We're going to go and kill a stupid Forsaken Mission Stronghold. Probably find my base gets tapped while we're at it. Let's go. Fun and games, isn't it? Right. Let's send in the good old-fashioned Kodiaks, eh? You guys remember me making videos with this like a year and a half ago. Well, believe it or not, I still have them. But they're running blades now. And they're pretty modern. They've got a pretty modern build on them. And level 55 fleet, and I still love them. Still very useful.
There's one right above your base.
Yes, there is. Yeah. Thanks, Lucy, for that.
Come on, I want to see the action.
Right. Right. So, yes. One to the right. Also, look straight above your base. One to the right. I know, Doomsday. I know, but I wasn't sure if it was an 85 I had to hit, or if it was. I wasn't sure if it was an 85 Forsaken Mission, you know, like a weekly target, or whether I actually had to hit an 85 raid target. So I'm looking around the map for an 85 raid target, like an idiot, and it turns out that it's just one of these rubbishy things. So I do apologise about that. And wow, 287 viewers. Thanks guys, thanks for tuning in. You're going to get to see me build these holes in a second, which is going to be great. I'm not sure how long this server's open for, so I'm going to make the most of the time here. The good old-fashioned Kodiaks, eh? Can't beat them. Can't beat them. Sometimes the old boys are better. You know that? Sometimes the old boys are better. Oh, sugar. And then we drive into Serbs like that. I don't know what the Forsaken missions are on previews. From now in the preview server, you have to do 2 tier 4s just to be able to continue. Just kidding. Right. Come on.
Oh, look what Greybeard said. That's so nice.
Oh, thank you, Greybeard. That is a lovely thing to say. Prices. I mean, I obviously, as you guys know, I used to make a hell of a lot of BP videos, and then I kind of took a step back from BP. It was all a bit too much. I needed to focus on life. But I started playing BP again this year, like seriously playing it again, like playing it like I used to. And I have to say, I'm really enjoying it again. I'm really enjoying it again. I'm enjoying the community and I'm enjoying the show, and I feel motivated to start making some videos again. So yeah, so it's good times. It feels good to be playing again. So I think sometimes you need to take a step back from things and just get a fresh perspective, and that's how I feel right now. I feel like I've rekindled that passion for the game. Now the only reason I'm sending 1 ship forward is because I didn't want to happen what just happened there, which is when they retarget and take out the turret, because I actually want that turret to live right now, because I'm hoping, if I do this correctly, that they will retarget and take out the Wendigo, which is what they normally do, and it's kind of annoying when a ship parks up in front of the Serb there, because then you don't get the retarget. See, so that's the Wendigo almost dead. Now if I come in on this side, hopefully we'll get it. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, you bastard. Excuse my French. You bugger. So what I tend to do when that happens is I just send 1 ship in to kill this off. And the reason I do that is because then the Wendigo only hurts 1 ship. Because that's the only thing that really does me any damage here. So yeah, I mean, if you're running at Aegis or a Frosty, it's a different case. But that's my little way of avoiding Wendy's when I'm running this fleet. Because believe it or not, this fleet, when I control it right and I'm concentrating on what I'm doing, this fleet is actually my cheapest method of doing 85s. It does 85s usually for under 3 hours damage. Now I know there's probably many methods out there of doing it a lot better and a lot easier, but with the fleets I have, that is my cheapest current method of doing them. I mean, I actually use 4 fleets, and I do 2 each, and so I don't have to pay anything to do tier 4, which is good. But this is the fleet that does them for the cheapest value. Yeah, so I do like this fleet. Sorry about that, Greybeard. I see your comment there. Sorry about that. Sorry that you guys are having to watch me do one of these. It's like 10 minutes now to do one of these. But after I've done this, we're going to unlock the new hull. So we're going to build some citadels. We're going to put some new mortars on them. We're going to put a tank up front, and we're going to see if we can have a party with them. I wish you guys could see the chat because the sector comms, because these guys really do put some funny names in there. I wish I could read them out, but they're a bit too offensive, some of them. Look at this one here. Remember him? I'm sorry guys, I can't read that out. I don't know if I could maybe move that little box and show you.
Is that Ewok?
Yeah. Obviously not him exactly. It's obviously.
Yeah. Oh, look what Cinnabon said.
Try living with her Cinnabon. That's all I can say. Nah, just kidding. Of course. No, this isn't one of the bases in red, Jimbo 07, JMB 07. This is just to unlock in this preview server. To unlock the new ship, I have to come in and quickly kill an 85, and it will unlock the new ship and the new mortar in my base. So that's why I've just quickly nipped in to do this, just so I can unlock that hole in my base. I don't know if you've just tuned in or not, but we've been trying a few different things in these bases, and they are pretty tough, the higher level ones. So we're going to unlock the new hole, and we're going to give that a whirl and see how that pans out. And there we go. That is the Wendigo dead.
I took all these friends there will not let me get into the preview server.
Sorry?
The guy's asking if he kills that in the game, can you get into the preview server?
If you kill the 85 in the game, can you get in the preview server? Unfortunately, no, you can't. I apologise. No, you can't. You can't. The preview server is invite only, and I don't really know who you would speak to do that. It's not public anymore, so I apologise about that. I was lucky enough to get in just through being involved with the BV show, so that's my stroke of luck there. Anyway, let's crack on with this. Almost there, guys. Almost there. I should have rushed this, really. Don't know why I'm going around doing it slowly. Because we dropped viewers in the process. But anyway, thanks for holding out with me, the guys that have. We're getting there. This is actually the way I would normally do them. So yeah, this is
Oh, this is on. Is that Zeus?
Hi Zeus. Wow. No, they don't, which is quite a surprise. Kixeye gave permission for those in the preview server that are in the preview server. They have permission to broadcast it. So it's not just me. It's anyone that's in this preview server is allowed to preview it. And that was told to me by a Kixeye employee. So I was quite surprised at that myself, and that's why this is actually my first ever BP stream. I set it up just to come in here and stream this. So yeah, it's the first stream, and it's a stream of the preview server.
Oh, that Jumbo is really cute.
Yeah.
Say hi to me, that hi to you.
Hang on. So yeah, so first stream, and it's a stream with a preview. Thank you, Kix, and thanks all for coming out. Let's see if we can unlock this bloody hole.
You should have rushed it.
Yeah, I should have rushed it. Sorry, guys. I did it the slow way.
Because you're old.
Because I'm old, yeah. Anyway, that's us. I bet my base has been hit. Yes, my base is currently being hit. Let's go have a look. Who's having fun with it now?
J-boy.
J-boy.
I think.
Okay.
Is it?
Okay. Oh, look, there we go. I just got the notification there saying I had the mortar. Oh, God, someone's hitting me with this bloody fleet. Oh, God. Right. So I guess we're going to see how this hole works.
Oh no, those turrets are going to take out his fleet. Look. Oh, never mind. Oh. Oh dear.
He's running a fair amount of antis there, isn't he?
Oh no. This doesn't look good for him at all.
No, it doesn't, but it's also not pretty for my base at the moment either, to be fair. Have you seen those mortars?
He's got no damage to his actual fleet, look.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, I guess it's an example of a good chance for everyone to see what this fleet
That's
is.
a mistake.
No, it's not. He's
Mm-mm.
giving himself some retargeting there. I mean, they look pretty strong. They don't seem to be taking any damage.
It looks like a floating fortress. Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look like a floating fortress.
Good observation by me. Oh god. Ouch.
Pretty ouch there, yeah. Cold snap here would be lovely. But we prevailed. We prevailed there.
Did he die?
He died. Yeah, he died. But it pretty much was over for him there when his guard died, to be fair. I don't have a cold snap, but the Wendigo did enough for me there.
Good work.
Yeah, so that wasn't bad, was it?
Version 3.0.
Anyway, back to business. One Eye Rent Collector just gave me a tap and died, but thanks for the hit. You better repair instantly. You defend base, guys. You defend base. Yeah, this is a lovely base actually, guys. I have to say, since I put this base in, it's undefeated, but that shouldn't have been said because now someone's going to come and kill it. Anyway. Right, so let's see this fleet here. I created a fleet here earlier, didn't I? Let's get rid of these. Let's start making a fleet. Hey, you better not put my chords in there. You can have my chords in the test server, by all means. Right. We're going to make some citadels now, guys. Finally. We're going to make some citadels. So. Again, this is going to be a tank. So it's going to sit up front. So we better get it kind of looking good. Now I think, in fact, what we're going to do on this one is I'm going to put on, where's that Reaver special gone? The one that does your ballistics and your, I can't remember what it's called now. does. Why is it? There it is. Why is it up there? Right, let's put that on. Right, and then let's change that to heavy plating, because I think we can allow heavy plating now with a combat speed boost.
Can you show the blueprints afterwards again? Zeus wants to see them.
Zeus wants to see.
Blueprints. After you built them, though.
Yeah, you can. I'll show you, Zeus. I'll show you. So what are we looking at? The evade's okay on that, so I'm happy with that. And it's got a nice chunk of armor. Now the reason I put the ballistics on is, do you know what? We're going to shove some ballistics on it. Why not? Eh? We may as well put a bit of fun on the whole. We're going to shove a load of antis on it though. A load of antis. Let's, we're already getting pretty heavy. So let's stick to A's. Maybe B's actually. Yeah, let's shove some B's on.
Groundhog says to use gills.
Yeah, I mean, I would use Gale's Groundhog, but I didn't invest the time to go and get them. I have one level 1, one level 2, one level 3. It's something that I kind of neglected because it was when they come out is when I was kind of not as active.
Everyone's saying gills.
Yeah, I know. They should be gals, guys. They should be gals. I don't have gals, so let's just forget the gals.
So
Right.
why don't you have gills?
Because I wasn't really playing when the gals were there. I got all the prizes that raid, but I didn't.
Boo.
I didn't get the gals. Yeah. I'm gonna get some gals.
See if you say gills one more time. Seriously.
I'm gonna get some gals, and when I do, I'm gonna message you guys and let you know that I have the gals. Okay. Create a widespread message. Okay, let's do that. Right, let's build some of these holes. So, shipyard. Clear. Select hole. You better be there. There it is, the Citadel. Ready for building. Let's put on one of these just to give it something. Something is better than nothing, they say. And look, it has no evade. No evade at all. Let's try a D5 and a D5. Let's give it some evade. Right, it's going to be sat at long range. What is the combat speed of my Punisher a second, so we can try and get them close-ish. Movement 29. Oh shite. Might have to change that, guys. I might have to change that a little bit. Let's have a look. Might have to bring that down. 27? You kidding me on? 19? That's no good. 23 is that's workable. Right, 23. We'll stick with 23 combat speed on that then. Right. Let's put on speed 5 and see where we go. Right. Combat speed 21. So that's close-ish. That's close enough. Let's give them. How many of these do I have?
Not many.
No, I didn't think I had very many. I don't think I'll use them. What is it? It already has really high penetrative and explosive. So let's put on one of my fleets. So someone's killing my fleet. Cool. Cheers, guys. Right, let's put on ballistic and penetrating. Let's have a look at that. I think ballistic and explosive is actually going to be needed more, isn't it? Because of the APOX.
Ibris says you should use streamlined cadmium instead of evade because you're using the remote targeting.
Excuse me? I'll just check it out. Who said that?
Use a streamline CAD.
Streamline CAD. Where is this Streamline CAD? What's he talking about?
Your total move.
I'm not. No, it's just Streamline CAD.
What was the build time again for that hull?
Um,
Blank build time.
the blank build time. We'll check that out in a second, guys. Just let me get this together because.
I actually love this guy's name. Raging Bear 69.
Right. One sec. The bear build time is.
It's an armour, not a special, Liam.
Right. What armour is he talking about?
Streamline. I don't know. You're asking me.
This one here. Bonus combat speed 7%. Turn speed plus 15%. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. It looks nice. It does look nice. But I mean, I don't know. It suffers with low evade. And it suffers with quite a low armor pool and only 3 armor slots. So I kind of feel that is the direction I want to go with that armor setup. Not that I know it probably doesn't need evade because it's going to sit out, but it's more of like a just in case kind of thing, you know. It also has no radioactive defense and probably doesn't need slow defense. I'm just trying to think of if I lost my lead, if I lost my tank. I'm not sure. Well, we'll try a couple of different things. How about that? We'll try a couple of different things. So we've got our speed, we've got our evade, we've got our resistance. We're buffing our explosives, and let's buff them that little bit further. Let's put an explosive upgrade on there. How does that sound? Yeah, I like that. I think I'm happy with that. Where's this bloody mortar? There we are. Judgement Mortar.
Such an awesome name.
It might be. It could be.
Judgment Day.
I imagine we'll see a few more mortars after this one.
Do you know who Zeus is in chat?
Who?
Wim.
Ah, right. Hiya, Wim. How you doing? Long time, buddy. Long time. Right. What are we at on weight? Just for sake of sakes, let's just put on a couple of these. Do you know what? I'm only going to put one on. I'm gonna go more crazy. Oh, you bugger.
Build 2 different fleets.
Oh, I will build a few fleets now. Yeah, we can. Now that we've got them unlocked, let's build. Let's experiment.
How long is a mortar build?
Oh, sugar! I just clicked the wrong button. Sorry.
How long does a mortar take to add on? What's its build?
We'll look at that now, guys. Sorry, let me just. I'll look at that for you all. All right. Drop the bulkhead for more evade. Yeah, Greybeard, that's an option. It's hard to it's hard to say. Right, shall I go for evade? Technically, right. If this hull's going to sit at the back, then it doesn't need evade, does it? But then again, does it need any defense resistances? I mean, you're kind of like. It's a difficult thing, isn't it? Let's see how it works and see if we can adapt the build to improve it. Because if it's going to sit at the back and remote target, then does it need anything? You know. Let's see if we can calculate how much these mortars cost. So that's at 17 days and 5 hours and 45 minutes. 17 days and 5 hours and 45 minutes. Let's add a judgment on. That takes it to 17 days and 22 hours. So 5 hours, 45 minutes, that's roughly 6 hours. Minus that from 22, we're looking at 16 hours, which is pretty decent. 16-hour build time for the mortar. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. we've got room for one more. I wonder. I doubt it, but I wonder. We do not. What do we have room for? We've got 6,000 tons. So let's just drop the weight of one of them to 6,000 tons. Let's make the last one a little bit lighter. Now, this would be an ideal slot for an Aegis. But as I said earlier, I'm not at the luxury of having an Aegis. So, fortunately, this will have to be it. There we go. We'll build that one. Right, now for the sake of, you guys wanted to know the bare hole build time, didn't you? So we'll do that now. I'll have to rank these up as well. Fleets. Sorry, shipyard. Let's clear that. So there's the bare hole build time. Now, obviously, we're in the test server. It's subject to change, isn't it? So whatever we see here could change. The build time could change, the stats could change, the weapon stats could change, the weapon build time could change. I mean, these test servers are actually, you know, something where we give out feedback as to what we feel and think about it all. And I think that feedback is considered and taken on board. So these are probably almost, I'm 100% certain in saying that these aren't the final stats for any of this.
Just get your glass.
But they are probably fair, you know, close-ish. Like the special abilities and stuff won't change. But that's not bad. What I'll do now is I'm going to rank these and let's take them out for a spin. We'll drop bubble again and give someone else a crack at our base as well. But let's rank them up.
You got coffee?
Yes, please. That's my beautiful partner offering to make me a coffee. Thank God. Need it. Yes, this is how you rank now. This is the new form of ranking. Show the mortar. Okay, I'll show the mortar now, Zeus. I'll go for the mortar again. I have showed it a couple of times already, but I'll show it once more. Let's get these ranked. And then I shall, then I shall show the mortar. I think I want to see the reload of these when they're ranked. I mean, that's going to be a buff of 175%. A 10-second reload. In theory, we should be seeing a drop to about 2.5 seconds. Well, that's not statistically correct, but close enough. That should be 1 point something seconds actually. But yeah, I shouldn't be advertising that, in fact, but unfortunately, I was very thirsty, so I apologise.
Give you a special cup.
Oh, thanks, man.
It says Queen on it.
That's great, thank you. Do you know, I come into this test server with 80,000 coins, so that's a heavy day so far. Down to 40. I don't know, you can't see the top bar, can you? I'm dropped down to 41,000 coins now, so I've spent almost 40,000 coins so far in this test server. Obviously, it's a test server, so what's done in here is irrelevant, and I don't get to keep it. Just so you guys know, when this test server closes, it's gone. So don't think I'm getting anything special because I'm not. Well, I am in a way. I'm getting the ability to test things out and have a play around with things in here, but that's as far as it goes. Right. Now, ideally, I'd want an Aegis here, as you guys know, but we don't have that, and we don't have any crews, so there is no love in the crews.
That was terrible.
That was pretty terrible, but if you've heard the song, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Put the mic closer to your mouth.
The mic close to my mouth. How about this? sorry if you guys. Someone did say that my mic was a little bit low, and I don't know if that's my settings, but I'd hate to go and try and adjust it now because it may look a bit crazy. If I went and adjusted this now, I'll go and have a look in a minute. All right, guys. Someone did say that my mic was a little low. Anyway, here's the big test. Let's do it. Right, you all stop. Actually, no, don't stop. Go forward.
I've laughed so much this failed.
No, stop. No, number one. You go. Oh, you little buggers! Look at the range on those mortars. See, you are gonna want some anti-mortar in there on that fleet if you're gonna do this. Right, let's see how they work.
Oh, you need to turn your speakers off.
Sorry?
Turn your speakers off.
No, it's not my speakers. It's a headset. Right. I would say that as far as things go, that was fairly successful. I mean, they're pretty brutal, aren't they? There's not a great deal that's going to withstand that. Yeah, this is definitely the way to go with this fleet. And definitely a good way to go with these bases. But you'll find that your remote targeting rhinos will probably do very well in these bases using this kind of trick. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely enjoying these targets much more than I was.
To the suggestion, Grimshine lead.
Yeah, Grimshine lead is a great suggestion. The problem is that that new turret that's in there, the cold snap, will make the Grimshine's ability useless. Yeah, so you'll see in a minute when I come into range here, I'll get a little blue ring around my lead ship here. See that ring there? That means that its ability is completely useless. So if that was a Grimshine, I wouldn't be getting an overload.
Holy crap.
Also, the Grimshine is nowhere near as strong as the Punisher. Obviously, the Punisher is probably, quite honestly, the best tank in the game because of the siege deflection and the assault deflection mixed in with all the other stats it has. I don't think there's any other than the heavy cruiser. I don't think there's anything else that can compare. So I think that's probably why it's the best choice for this. But by all means try. I mean, you could try the Grimshine if you weren't dependent on its overload. One thing that is obviously the biggest problem I see with mortars is the fall time. It's the time in which the mortar leaves the ship to when the mortar hits the target. That's the problem with mortars. That's what needs corrected. I mean, these are great fun, but I don't know if they're really they're game changing for in-game events like PvE stuff, but I don't know if they're going to have a big impact on base hitting. I don't know. That's the best I've done against these so far. That's definitely the best I've done so far against these. So they've done better there than they have in any other. I've used them now. Obviously, that was a 61, so we need to go harder than that to really know if these are good. Let's see if we can find a higher level target.
Husky's on.
Hi Husky, how's it going? Let's see if we can find. Wow, 310 live viewers. That's great, guys. Thanks for coming out and watching this.
Go and hit a base, someone's base.
Someone's base. Wow,
Yeah.
I'm probably surrounded by tough bases here, but
You've got a cool fleet though. Go and kill some bases.
it's a cool fleet. Yeah, it is a cool fleet. I do think you'd want an Aegis in there for base hitting, but we can still try.
I'll pick one. That one there. 110, that one.
Hang on. I want to before we get into that, I want to try and find a level 80 odd target, because when I tried those targets, I won't hit Jeff. That's not fair. When I tried to target the 80 something targets earlier, they really did rip me a new one. So I'd like to, let's try a 67, because we just did a 61, so let's try that. In fact, we better repair these as well. Yeah, I mean, definitely looking good so far. Oh, why can't I repair that? It's a pain in the ass. Right, anyway, let's attack this. Yeah, incendiary shells is obviously a very, very good option on this mortar, because incendiary shells are basically going to mean that you can that every mortar that lands has an option, a chance of becoming a fire pool, and as we know, fire pools are pretty crazy, and could really take this mortar above and beyond, you know. But I actually think the lower trajectory offered by the special I'm using is actually better, because it means that these projectiles are moving through the air quicker.
This is insane, this fleet.
It's pretty decent actually, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a
definitely.
Could be better as well. Could be better.
Mm-hmm. Just a quick build, so.
Yeah, just a quick build. Yeah, I mean, looking at this fleet,
it's amazing.
I think this will be something I build, very much similar to what this is now. So, you know, I shall wait and see. But I will be building this, because I don't have a mortar fleet. I don't have any mortar fleet built, and I cannot wait to start using them again. I just hope that we see some kind of specials, etc. You know, that buff them up, because there's not enough at the moment. That's my opinion. Explosive System 5 is probably the absolute best option, I would say, because that does the same as the special I'm using, but it also gives you increased splash, lower spread, much more so than the special I'm currently using. And that is looking pretty wasted.
White Star.
Yeah, I see White Stars there.
I see White Star.
Watching. Sneaky little bugger.
Dickhead. He just went away, look.
They took our jobs.
Is White Star in the server?
Well, I'm surprised White Star's not in there complaining, to be fair. Going on about how they need to fix the bugs and stuff. Just kidding, White Star.
We love you, White Star. Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, this is
White Star is extremely stealthy for a big guy.
this is an impressive haul, I must say.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressive.
You've got it ranked though. So
Yeah, I've literally gone legendary instantly.
Mm.
And I don't think that the build is right. I feel that I could improve this build a great deal.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have that as a flag.
Oh, it's the best flag.
Mm-mm.
Because it's a tank and it doesn't require any special abilities.
Mm.
So, and with the introduction of cold snaps, that's exactly what you want. This fleet doesn't rely on any flagships or special abilities.
It reminds me of Dreads, the DNX days.
It does, yeah, but it also gives me... This hull does give me some FF inspiration there. So that wasn't bad. That was a 67. I would love to know what kind of points we're getting out of these, but the 67s.
There's White Star there.
Where is he?
There. No, other way. Go other way. See?
Let's have a look at what White Star's up to.
Attempting to kill something.
Harlock Citadel, yeah,
Oh,
that'd
he's
be
built
nice.
it as well with the Grim Blade, see?
Yeah, but see, I don't know if that's viable.
Grim's taking a pounding.
I bet.
You should have killed
Do you know what? I've got some information for you. White Star, any of you guys who watch BB know White Star is a fellow presenter on the show. He did not play the last raid, so he doesn't have Punishers, so he can't put the Punisher up front, which means he's obviously running that for that reason. But he does have heavy cruisers, so I don't know why he doesn't just put one of them up front.
Look at trying to kill that.
I would say that would be your best second option as a flag.
What have you done?
Yeah.
I bet he's cursing right now.
Probably not, because probably, you know what, White Star will probably give me a 2-page essay as to why this hole's better to use than the other one.
Oh, I love White Star so much.
Yeah.
He's so cute with his glasses.
Right. Let's get our fleet repaired anyway, and let's try and find something else to hit. Oh, is there an 81 there? There is. Oh, it's a 61. God damn it.
I'll look for one.
It's a 67s again.
Try and hit an 80 something.
Let me go on my base.
Click F for find.
F for find.
And it finds stuff on your map. Doesn't it?
Are you tricking me?
I don't know.
You're tricking me, aren't you? Right.
It's a cheap repair as well.
Yeah, that's not a bad repair, really.
That's really cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Try and kill the
For
whole
what I
fleet.
just took out, it's a cheap repair.
Kill the whole fleet to see what the full repair time would be with all that stuff in it.
Kill the whole fleet. How am I going to do that? Attack my own base?
Oh, that's so sad.
Just kidding. No. Right, what else can we do? Well, let's just go up here. Oh, bloody hell. Wrong button.
Oh, can I hit it?
If you want.
The hell, let me do it.
Well, I don't know. Do we know what's
There's
in
White
this,
Star
in
there.
this place?
Look at him. Woo!
Snowman.
Oh, it's not. I thought it was White Star. Let me hit it. Actually, I'll not show you up. I'll let you do it.
That's me dropping my bubble again, so I'm sure I'll have some friendly people flocking to it. Oh, go and hit Liam, he's streaming. That's what it'll be.
Wim wants the blueprints again.
Okay, Wim, I shall get the blueprints up in a second. Alright, bud, after this.
See, Frankenstein wants me to show to hit the base.
Has that got a cold? That's got a cold snap in it.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're going to get in here. Oh, what's wrong, Liam?
Nothing. I just I need to go and check something. That's all.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. What?
What are you doing? The base is there. Where are you going?
Alright. Oh no, there's a level 80. Right, alright, we'll come back to that one, guys.
Oh, no.
No. wait. Oh god. I'm being attacked. God damn it. Right.
Now everyone can see what Liam's really like.
Someone here. I'm sure I know that player. Why do I not know someone here? Who is that?
No, Liam, click your base symbol and you'll get in.
What?
Click view base. Like click, see, view base.
Yeah.
Oh, he retreated. He was scared.
He's not.
too.
He's just going to come back in the other side, I believe. So, a base hit on my base. Who would have guessed it?
Doesn't matter. Just pop straight away and
Oh no!
defend it. I dare you to run your guard.
What control?
Yeah, control.
No, I can't. I probably wouldn't even watch if it wasn't for the fact that we're streaming because
Oh, you should have built the
I
new
would have just
turret.
cracked on. I don't have it yet.
How do you get the new turret?
You have to be magical. What's he got? See, he's ruining. He's got a smart build. That is a smart build because that's actually Len Rayton. That's how I know that name. He used to be an admin for me when I was running Dog Alliance. He was one of my admins, I think. Yeah, he was. Good old friend of mine as well, Len. Good at artwork. He's an all-round good guy. Glad to see him. Glad to see he's still playing as well. He's got a good build there by the looks of it. I mean, obviously I can't pinpoint what's on it, but he's got two leads, 2 tank leads. He's got 2 heavy cruisers there. So if the first one goes, the second one can hop in, which is a very clever idea.
This is such an awesome fleet.
Yeah.
You should have put one in your guard. You should have quickly.
No. Well, I could. I mean, you could.
I'd set it up there.
You could replace the Rhino for it.
Yeah, and have
because
that
that's got a 75% or 50% remote targeting boost. So yeah, and you could do that, but
I think you should do that.
yeah. See, look how tanky those heavy cruisers are. They do exactly the same job as Punishers, if not maybe even better. So very high resistances heavy cruisers.
He's literally just. Yeah, if he sits there, he can run up half.
Yeah, well, they'll be able to take out my guard from that position.
Yeah.
So.
And they won't get hit.
Let's just watch.
Okay.
So we're 1 down. I'm not sure if he's got a very good splash boost on that. I feel if he did have a splash boost on that, he would have took out the heavy cruiser more in my guard. Let's see how we run. It's good though because at the moment I don't think there's much else that can
I don't think he's gonna get in.
that can run this base. So if these do run this base, then it's interesting for me because I would need to make some changes. I think he could get. He probably will get in.
Do you think?
Yeah, because the carrier's out now. So.
No.
Well.
They're absolutely lethal.
They're very strong mortars. Very strong.
You lived.
You live to tell the tale. This is a nail biter, isn't it? But I believe that Jesus is on my side. Always do as Jesus does. And in this case, it's killing Citadels. That's 2 out of 2 for my base, so I'm quite happy with that. But honestly, they're scary. I mean, I didn't think I would get 2 out of 2. Looking at them, I thought it was game over time for me. So I definitely thought Len was going to get me there. So good try there, Len. That was a good run and a good effort. Very good effort, Len. But no cigar this time. No cigar for Rent Collector, no cigar for Len, but someone's going to crack it. So yeah, that was brilliant, wasn't it? I'm glad I got that one on camera for you guys as well. That is a scary fleet, and I think that although the last 2 haven't cracked me, someone will crack me with that. That is a fleet that could get my base. I definitely believe that. So I definitely believe I'm gonna have to make some changes here. But I'm not gonna worry about that just now. Let's go and have some more fun with this fleet. I hope that level 80 is still on there.
Oh,
What? What?
We're gonna hit a base.
Yeah, I think he was missing Splash there.
Oh look, there's White Star.
I said that to you guys, didn't I? That if he had Splash there, he probably would have splashed out the heavy cruiser. And he didn't. He didn't have that at all. But yeah, that's 2 out of 2 held out, which is great. Is White Star there?
Yeah.
White Star. What you moaning about? What you moaning about now, White Star? No, just kidding. Just kidding.
That 80 was. There's an 85.
Where?
There. No, stop. Look, give me the mouse.
That's a weekly base, Lucy.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a weekly. There's an 86. Let's rock. Let's go. 86 is on. As long as it's not half dead.
Nice.
Okay, price. 2 secs price, I'll check.
I'll go with it for you, it's okay.
Is that my PM?
Mm-hmm. But Jordan.
Okay. Okay, Jeff. I've received that, buddy. I shall 2 secs. I shall be with you. All right. Guys, I will unfortunately have to jump out of here in a sec. I'll give you guys a quick look at this, but I do have to unfortunately jump off the stream due to something unforeseen that I have to take care of. I appreciate the amount of people that's come out and watched the stream. Thank you to Kixeye for allowing me to be in the preview server and allowing me to stream, and I really appreciate that, and I hope I'll give you guys a chance to see a little bit about these holes, a little bit about these mortars, and a little bit about this raid. That's a little bit of a treat for us all, I guess. And now that I know how to stream, I shall try and do more streams in the upcoming future. Anyway, so yeah, this is probably the way to go. I showed you guys a build. This video will save onto YouTube. So for anyone that wants to catch this video again, or to have a look at the stats of these holes, the stats of the weapons, some of the stuff we tested and tried out there, and some of the build examples that we used on these bases, you can jump in, you can look on YouTube, you can pause, check forward, see what we did. I think we've streamed for about 2 hours. And thanks again for coming out, guys. Okay, I am gonna have to wrap it up there because I've been requested to do so. So I'm gonna jump off, and I will catch you guys on tomorrow's roundtable. I hope you're all gonna be there, and I'll see you then. I'm gonna stop the broadcast now. So again, guys, thanks for coming out, and I shall see you all very soon.